tubes. What do you need?
My earphones, please. They're
Good morning. Good afternoon.
No, right? Yeah.
Good evening, everybody on the YouTubes. How
Thank
are you
you.
today? Would you like to watch the video, Holly? When you get a second? I guess you can't really do it without making lots of noise. So I don't know. Maybe you can watch it later. It doesn't matter. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I guess I could maybe post it. I don't know. If you would like to watch this.
Sure.
Wind direction at the top.
The newest one. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I believe it's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday, totally. I hope everyone's doing well. We are doing this live Saturday. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes weekends are good, sometimes they're bad. I'll put on the outdoor camera as well. Why is it not there? Oh, right, because it's in the wrong spot. No? Oh.
Kitty does a boom
Kitty does.
in the video.
Kitty, you doing boom? There we go. Boom.
That's cool. I think it's very good.
And we will rotate that. Cool, I'll just post it right now then. Maybe it'll help with live as well.
I did captions,
I did captions, I did everything.
He did everything.
Living on the boat, everybody. Living on the boat. Should just be good to go. G2G. I'll just do that. Boom. Everything is set. Everything is ready.
Wow.
What?
No?
Gotta make sure I'm making words at this time of the stream. Maybe if you wouldn't mind popping on the that one, just to see if that helps. I don't know if that does or not, but good morning, everyone. Good evening. Good afternoon. Evening stream for us, or afternoon stream for us on the interwebs, on the sailboat. Is what I'm trying to say. What? Why is this not working? Okay, great.
It looks nice and clean back there.
Yeah, we did a lot of work on the boat today. I guess we did, yeah. We pulled everything about. Oh, wow. Just went right to the live. I will post this video as well, and hopefully that'll help bring in the peoples.
Hi, Kitty.
Except for it won't let me. Every time I hit this, watch this.
Because you're live.
So I can't post while you're live? No. Awesome. Oh man, that's frustrating.
Well, that's my guess.
You're probably right. Maybe. Let me see. Hello everybody, how's everyone doing today? Correct channel. Let me just restart my phone and try that real quick. I don't want to have to restart everything, but I will. I will if I have to. Hopefully everyone's doing alright. Saturday afternoon, 3:07 p.m.
Is there still snow where your parents live?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so it's just an old...
The Aegean Sea, of course. The Aegean Sea would be awesome. Holly and I have never really traveled anywhere outside of North America, so that's part of the reason we bought the boat as well. Jamaica would be cool. I had a friend at work always told us we should go to Jamaica.
Our neighbor would always say that too.
Yeah, our Jamaican neighbor always told us it was a great place. Philippines would be awesome. We would love to visit there as well. Not sure why you travel there, but, you know, to each their own. That ship has sailed. Yes, it has, actually. It has sailed lots since 1989. It has been sailed many, many times. By us, not as much, but we have actually taken it out, yes. UK, no, we're on Vancouver Island. The picture you see above, if I can grab it, this is the live outdoor feed of our boat. Right now, we're at the marina. We're tied up at the dock. We're very safe and secure. The weather has been getting better, so we can take the boat out a lot more soon. We do have Starlink, yes. It's a pretty nice boat, yeah, we agree. '89 Hunter Legend 35.5. Wasn't perfect. There was a few things we had to like fix on it and do stuff like that, but for the most part, it's really good. Looks lovely. Enjoy. I appreciate it, TC. And thank you. Yeah, we would very much like to travel to Jamaica, like we were saying. Jamaica would be an awesome place to eventually visit. Take it down the coast since you're on the Pacific side, all the way down to Chile. We could definitely do that too. So that is kind of what we're thinking. Holly's right over here. She's just off screen filming Kitty Cat do something right now. Yeah, so I think our first plan is to sail down south to Mexico, and then from there we could go into South America or across the Pacific Ocean. Oh, now it's working. You'll be winning if there's... yeah, that's true. Nobody will get us on the boat, hopefully. This isn't working now, of course. Yeah, you do have to know what you're doing. We're very new to this, so we don't exactly know what we're doing. We have a basic idea, but we are very much learning as we go as well. We're not professional. We are definitely new to this. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I've had a normal house on land. I don't plan to get another one now. Maybe one day. I'm not saying I won't. They're just very expensive for the amount of stuff you get from them. The boat is cool because we can travel. There's nothing wrong with house either, but... boat parts are kind of expensive, but honestly the repairs are pretty much the same. I guess the one thing is most people have to come to your boat to do the repairs, so they might charge extra that way. Holly and I do all the work ourselves though, so that's how we do it. Holly is just off the screen. She's right over here. She's I'm not sure what she's doing. What are you up to over there, Holly?
I'm on Zen Sailing right now.
Do you hear that? She's watching somebody else live stream. I can't believe this. A 39-foot camping trailer, and I enjoy that. Yeah, I would love to try a boat as well. That is something Holly and I also thought about doing. Nothing wrong with a camper or trailer. We were actually building an off-grid cargo trailer. We decided to do this because it was something brand new, something we've never done before. That's the only reason. Our favorite ancient civilization? When I was younger, I always liked Egypt. I thought they were pretty cool. The Mayan and the Aztec are also really cool. I don't know. There's so many really cool old ancient civilizations that are awesome. I love history, so pretty much any ancient old civilization that did cool stuff I like. David, thank you for the follow. Holly and I met at work. We worked at the city of Calgary. We met each other there. Where have we been? What do you mean by where have we been? Are you talking like where have we taken the boat, or where have we been? We haven't been online for a little while. Because technically we have been online, but for some reason it's been hidden, and I don't know why. But if you're asking where we've been on the boat, not very far. We've only been on the boat for 4 months now, so we're very new to this still. We will sail around Vancouver Island, BC this summer, and then head down south to like Mexico area. Southampton, when you have time, probably need more experience behind. I mean, where is Southampton? Is that... I have no idea, to be honest. Where is Southampton? Why would you say that? There is nobody else in the screen right now. It's just myself. But thank you. I know, some people have the weirdest comments. They literally see one person in a video and they make that. Are you just a bot? Maybe you're just a bot. Let's go with that. You're just a bot. The toilet waste goes into a holding tank, and then it gets pumped into a pump out station or overboard, depending where you are. Gilligan's Island would be awesome. The boat, yeah, the boat's kind of mostly been around here. We haven't sailed it too far yet. Yes, our sails are very much covered up right now, and they have like a sun cover on them. If you love history, you'll love St. Alban in London. It's full of treasures. I mean, honestly, anywhere in Europe would be really cool to visit. Europe has a ton of history. Obviously, we have history in North America as well. A lot of it is harder to find, though, because a lot of it was destroyed when, people came over here and destroyed everything. But there is a lot of crazy history around here, too. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, the world's full of history, so can't really say too much about that. Ocean? We are on the ocean, yeah. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Pre-recorded Pish. Rise? We are not pre-recorded. This is very much live right now. The questions you cannot hear me, or you hear me reading, are just because we are multiple. But anyway, thank you. Pre-recorded Rise McLeod. If I was pre-recorded, would I be saying your name several times? Why would we want to go somewhere like that, AJ? Somewhere where we are risking ourselves. We are definitely going to make sure we are going somewhere safe and secure. We're not going to risk ourselves, our boat, or our livelihood on this kind of stuff. Do we need a ticket to sail that boat? No, not in Canada anyway. I've heard in the UK apparently you need some kind of license just to go anywhere. I guess in Canada technically you do need a pleasure craft license, But it's something you can buy online for $100. You can get it on sale for 30 Canadian dollars, and it takes about like 5 hours, and it's multiple choice questions. It's not really hard, so I don't even know if I'd consider that like a ticket, but it is something I guess you do need. And we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada right now, guys. We have not gotten seasick yet. It's definitely something that could happen eventually, but we haven't done that. We haven't gotten sick yet, but we haven't been on like the big open rolling ocean yet. Getting into life for years now. In Australia, it's not cheap unless you find these hidden gems and have cash immediately. So yeah, that was kind of our problem too, Luke. Holly and I bought a boat. We lived in Calgary, Alberta, so nowhere near the ocean. So every time we came out here, we'd look at a boat, and before we could even like put a deposit down or talk to the people about it, it was sold. So we eventually just like told them, hey, we'll put a deposit on this boat, and if we hate it, we'll just, get our deposit back and move on. Our boat was 36,000 Canadian, which is not super expensive and not super cheap either. Canada's also kind of expensive for boat stuff. Risk is a spice of life. Danger also. Yeah. I mean, it's an adventure. That's the whole point. Have you sailed your boat yet? We have taken the boat out, yes, a few times. Properly sailed it. We've had the sail up in very low wind, so we haven't done anything super crazy yet. Again, we bought the boat 4 months ago. We're very new to this. It's been winter storm sailing season, and we're still working on getting that kind of stuff done. And TJ, yes, we do. We are the same name everywhere. We're nomadic whims everywhere.
Okay.
Where is...
I'll come hang out.
Holly's coming in.
I guess. Buster Vans.
Buster Vans, what's going on? I would love to, a sloop or ketch around 45. That would be like the perfect. I agree. Luke, our boat is 35 and a half feet long, so it's a bit shorter than that. But I think Holly and I both agree, after living on this boat, like we haven't done a lot of sailing. 45 would probably be perfect. Still small enough you can solo sail it, but big enough that you can live on it properly. Our boat's a bit small, but it's still decent.
Okay. Am I on screen? Maybe.
Yeah, most boats you can solo sail under 40 feet as long as they're set up correctly. Ours is 35 and a half, and it's got everything set up for solo sailing, which is cool. I skipper a boat in the Med, and I need loads of tickets maybe because of... Yeah, commercial. So in Canada, if you're doing commercial stuff, you do need lots of tickets for that kind of stuff. You need special insurance. You got to get like your skipper license or ticket or whatever you want to call that, and a bunch of like safety courses and stuff. But as like a privately owned boat, you don't need anything besides your PCL. Alec, thank you for the follow.
Holly's here.
We are super bright today. The weather's pretty decent out there. It's been really nice. Billy Bear, thank you for the follow. It's a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5.
Hello, Holly.
Miss building card castles as it's wobbly. We should try to do that one day. Right now, actually, where we are, we probably could do that. It wouldn't be that hard. It's pretty calm and very comfortable where we are. Appreciate it, Luke. I mean, if that happened, we'd probably be screwed anyway. We'd eventually have to run out of parts. Like, things break all the time, so it would be one of those things where we'd be okay for a little while, and then we'd have to come to shore to get, like, parts and stuff, and we'd be struggling cyberfunk. But, I mean, I guess we'd maybe survive the initial situation. I'm in Brittany, France. Harbor Laureate. That's cool. Are you sailing, too? Are you a sailor as well? I would go to Kona, wonder how long it takes from Texas. I have no idea, honestly. Holly and I are on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We're quite a bit further north, and I know just to go down to Mexico would probably take us a month and a half, maybe longer, depending on stops and stuff like that. I know you'd be safer, but we'd still have to go to land. That would be the downside. So eventually we'd have to, like, something would break down. We'd have to get food. You can obviously fish for food, but eventually you'd need to go on land for something, and that's when we'd be in trouble. K2MC, it is probably cheaper for us where we currently are to live on the boat than on land. To Ireland, I don't know. Ireland would be a very big... TV's right here. It's a monitor. So we're actually live streaming from our computer right now. Beneteau 35. So you got the same size of boat as us, although a more prestigious brand name. Ours is the Hunter Legend 35.5. Manitoba proud.
The double helm, most likely.
It could, yeah. Does yours have a double helm? Is it like one of the two helm boats, or is it something different? What year is your boat, I guess I could ask? Quote of the day?
Every day's Friday on a sailboat.
And do what makes you happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We gotta get better at that.
We do. On the spot, we're not very good at the, whatever you call that. Yeah, we do. So, Jim, we're going to sail around here probably for the first little while, and then mid to end of summer, so I guess not springtime, we'll head to Mexico. It's kind of the dream goal. We'll see what happens, though. When and wood and fish, you would last. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But if the boat breaks, though, that's when you'd have to go to land, because we can't repair the sails indefinitely. We definitely have to come back and get sails, or like find ways to make our own. So we'd have to like hunt animals to turn into sails or something, or come to land and find old sails to like use as patches or something. So eventually we would definitely have to come back to shore. It's a decent sized boat. It's a 35.5-foot sailboat. It is a 89 Hunter Legend 35.5. It's definitely decently spacious. Yeah, canal boats are pretty narrow, aren't they? Ours is a 11.7 beam, so the width is 11.7.
When it rains, it's wet.
It's very wet when it rains, yep. Especially in our boat.
Jim55, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, we'll come pick you up, user. I don't know exactly. We are in the Pacific Northwest, yes. I'm not sure exactly how long it would take us to get to Ireland. We'd have to go through the Arctic, Canadian Arctic, or down through the Panama Canal, or around the world. So it would definitely take a few months. The Arctic would probably be the fastest route, but it would still take quite a long time. I'm going to guess like 2 or 3 months. Aiden, was that recently? I didn't know. Usually tornadoes come later on in the summer, don't they? Not really in the early spring.
Thunderbird here.
Come get me in Toronto. We could.
It's cold there.
Yeah, again, we're on the wrong side. And yeah, we don't want to go there. That was 2 days ago. Wow. Usually
guys...
tornadoes are like spring and summer, right? I don't know why that. Buster Vans, thank you very much for the heart me.
Yes, and thank you everybody who is double tapping the screen. Thank you very much.
And Holly, thank you for the heart me as well.
Yeah.
Panama Canal is having issues, and it's very expensive. Right now, it costs $3,000 US to go through it for anything under 60 feet. If you're over 60 feet, it's way more than that. But yeah, they've had problems with like droughts and stuff, so they are like. But we did know another couple that went through the Panama Canal recently. So you can totally do it. It just costs a lot of money. You have to pay for people's food and everything as well, so it's a lot of work now. What does our boat key look like? I want to show you guys, because apparently people can just like screenshot it now and just like take the boat key and make it.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a car key, I guess. There are 2 canals now. Yeah, they do have like a side-by-side thing, I believe.
Crazy.
Yeah, I did hear. Somebody else was just saying that they had tornadoes just recently, and I was just saying, like, I didn't think tornadoes usually happen this time of year. Usually they're a lot later on in the summer. Where did that disappear?
How long have you stayed on the ocean for? Well, we've been living on the boat for 4 months now. But, yeah, 4 months.
Oh, it made all that stuff disappear. I'm going to have to re-edit the whole video. Yay! Not the whole thing, just have to fix some things. Sorry, you already answered that. Tracy, thank you much for the follow.
And we're on Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. So we're at the marina.
And we would love to visit Mexico. That's one of our goals, is to eventually sail that way.
I think somebody asked if it ever snows in the middle of the ocean. I don't think so.
I mean, it probably depends.
I guess it could.
If we are in northern Canada, it totally would. Like up in the Arctic, it would totally snow up there. So yeah, it totally can snow in the middle of the ocean, I believe. Although it depends what you mean by middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would definitely change.
How do you manage the winter? Well, we have a couple electric heaters, and then for backup, we have diesel and propane.
And TC, we have Starlink internet, so technically we can get internet no matter where we are in the world. It just depends on weather and a few things like that. How rocky the boat is. It'd probably be harder if it was rocking harder.
Did you show everybody what you printed?
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Kitties.
Yeah. Not that it's that exciting, but we just... So one of the problems you have on a boat is moisture, so we printed like one of these things. We're going to print a bunch of these so that the mattress can sit on it, and then airflow can get underneath and we don't get mold on the bottom of our mattress.
We're going to need more PLA.
We're going to need a lot more PLA and a lot more printing time. What are you doing, kitty? Jim, we're doing the social media thing right now. We are very slightly starting to make a little bit on the internet. It's very hard to do, though. We saved up a long time and sold everything to be able to, like, kind of float ourselves until that happens. And hopefully it does. We'll see what happens. And we've been on the water for 4 months now. We're at our dock. The picture in the top right here is actually a live feed of outside our boat.
It looks so still, though. It looks like a picture.
Yeah, it almost looks like a picture, especially when it's small. But yeah, you can see the water moving there.
Aww.
Do you take on water in your boat? Yeah, sometimes. When it rains, especially. A lot of our windows leak a lot, so that's one of the biggest problems we have. I guess I'll post this later because it's just going to be annoying. I appreciate it, TJ. We try really hard to like make fun videos. Oh, kitty.
You moved it.
I'm sorry. I know I always
You
do that for you
always
guys.
do that.
Sorry, Kitty.
I know he does it to me all the time.
I appreciate it. Like I said, TJ, we do try to make our videos as entertaining as possible. So hopefully some people find it interesting. Rusty, that's okay. I don't know why you'd even say that, but I'm glad you're, doing well. How long do you stay on the ocean for? I mean, we're going to be on the ocean as long as we can be. Eventually, we have to pull our boat out of the water to like clean the bottom and stuff. But we're on the water right now. We're on Vancouver Island. We will eventually, in the summertime, leave the dock and be out there more permanently. We still have to come back for water and stuff. We don't have a water maker on our boat, but we're working at it. I want to live in one of these, but on land. So like a camper then. Holly and I were actually going to build an off-grid camper. That's what we were going to do. So if you want to live in a boat on land, I guess just buy a van or an RV, honestly. But I mean, you could totally live in a boat on the land as well. And I appreciate it, Rusty. Thank you. I don't know what the best season... I always forget. I think the South Atlantic is pretty much okay to cross almost year-round. I think Northern Atlantic, it depends on the season. I always forget. I think it's in the summertime, like, I guess our summertime, which would be May to October, somewhere in there. But I don't actually know. So Holly and I are on the Pacific side, so the only thing I've really looked up so far is Pacific side stuff. I always forget. If you go into Google and you type in sailing season ocean picture or map or something, you can see it shows all the best times to cross the ocean. So to head south along the Pacific for us right now, the best time of year is May to October, or I think it's mid to late of summer. So like end of August is kind of the best time for us to sail south. That's awesome. You guys have a sick reality you're living. Yeah, we're trying to do something a little bit different. Holly and I both did, normal stuff like anybody else has done in their lives, and we just decided to try something new. We got the final push, like, I got laid off, Holly quit her job, and we're like, let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. I would love a series of you guys living in a camper. So we kind of did that before a little bit. We didn't live in it, but we were building in a cargo trailer, an off-grid cargo trailer, and we like to dirt bike on Crown lands. We go live in the middle of nowhere for a couple days with our roof tent. We are building the cargo trailer. We just decided to try something completely new, which is why we're doing this. Wow. That's a series like a Simpsons family. Sorry. Andrew, this is what we're doing right now. We're trying to do the online content creation thing. Mediterranean, that's cool. Never been, would love to go one day. Fiji would be an awesome trip, I agree. Which shipyard is the boat built in? I actually have no idea.
Well, I just Googled it. So it's U.S. Alachua, Florida?
Yeah, Alachua, Florida. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I believe it's a Hunter Legend, so it's an American company. So somewhere down in Florida, apparently. But I actually have no idea. I guess our paperwork might show that? I'm not sure.
It's known for its fractional rig, walk-through transom, and spacious interior.
It's pretty nice. It's in a decent boat. Is it true? TJ, we haven't had a problem here in Canada anyway. I'm not sure if the government cares or not. They do make it really hard. I will say that. They don't make it easy to try to do something where you're living off-grid. Yeah,
they were having a pickle about fireplaces.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too, yeah. Just like you can't even do that anymore. You can't have a fireplace because of, they say environmental, they also say dangerous because of fires. I honestly don't know if it's the government or just the way the society is set up. They don't like that kind of stuff. The way everything's set up in the world right now, I'm not sure if it's government related or just societal, but they basically want everybody to do it the same way so it's easy to, like, track and tax and stuff like that. I'm not even someone that's conspiracy theory. That's just kind of how it is. Just the way the world's set up. Our boat is a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. And maintenance is not bad. We've done a few things. The most expensive was the sanitation tubing, like all the tubing that goes from the toilet to the black water tank. And that cost us 133 Canadian. Holly and I did the work ourselves. Took all day. So it would have been very expensive to get someone else to do it, probably.
What about our mattress?
We did get the mattress, but I don't think that's necessarily maintenance, although it was maintenance for our backs. Yeah, ours is a fractional sloop, technically. And it's 35.5 feet long.
AKA Tartan. Are you trying to knock the kitty out of her chair?
Like that. No. Sorry, I'm not trying to knock the kitty off her chair. I know, I'm going to need some serious... I know, well, so right now, I'm as white as I'm going to be. It's at the end of winter time, so I get extremely... I get pretty tan in the summer, and I get very, very white in the winter. We live in Canada. We pretty much have rain. Or like where we are in Vancouver Island, it's rain all year. And then winter, before when we lived in Calgary, was snow and cloud for most of the winter. Summer, I get a lot more tan, but I'm still pretty. I will definitely burn. I'll just say that. If I need to go south, I will cook.
A bunch of comedians over here.
What did they say?
You better get some SPF 3000 to go to the islands.
I know, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where are we on? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Don't take any unusual coffin-shaped items on board, e.g. like the mentor did.
Society is on TikTok. Society is kind of on TikTok, but they don't like it when people do things differently. The world is set up a certain way, and if you try to like live outside of that way, it's not like it's impossible, it's just difficult. They make it so it's not as easy. And I don't mean they're trying to do it on purpose, it's just the way it is. The place looks clean. We cleaned up today. We were working on a bunch of stuff, so normally, actually you guys can't even see half the stuff that looks clean. But yeah, we've been cleaning up the boat, making sure it's really nice. Stir fry for supper with rice and homemade. We kind of did that, Robert.
Yeah,
we
totally.
we didn't have lobster or well, I guess technically it wasn't stir fry, but very similar. We had rice. It was like a little soupy ginger chicken thing. It was delicious. And ever happy, dude. We'd love a water maker. They're very expensive. That's the downside. We did not inspect the propeller before buying. No. So the previous boat that we almost bought, we did a full survey on it, out of water survey. We paid for it, cost us almost $2,000. At the end of the year, we pretty much told them we'd buy it as long as they fixed a few things that were wrong with it. We waited for parts all summer. By the time the parts showed up, it was the end of the year, and then while they were fixing the boat, they ended up breaking something else, and so we were like, okay, we're backing out of this. So we spent $2,000. Obviously, money well spent. It's to make sure everything's good. But this boat we bought after, and we just bought it as is. We got a little bit better of a deal because we did buy it as is, and in the very beginning of winter.
Our hull is GRP, glass reinforced plastic.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty much fiberglass. I'm sure you read. Yeah, so Holly and I are very new to this, Jim. We love sailing. We think it's a really cool way to do it, but we're very new. So we're like sponges right now. We're just absorbing information. So we both know very well, pretty much everything about our boat, for the most part. There are definitely some things we probably don't know and we'd have to look up. But every time we don't know something, we usually look it up. So we're really trying to make sure we know what we're doing. Port and starboard, I don't really get confused anymore. The easiest way for me to remember it is left and port have the same number of letters in it. And I do not know what port used to be called. No. If you say it, I might have heard it before, but I don't know off the top of my head right now.
Oh, ouch. That would be...
Which one?
Having a second-degree sunburn.
Oh, yes. That's what happened to James last summer. He went to Mexico and was like extra cooked. We don't sail often yet. We are waiting for summer so we can actually do more sailing. So we're pretty new to this, like I said. It's wintertime, storm sailing season. We got to wait for weather to be better so that we don't get caught off guard in a really bad storm and then end up losing all our stuff. So we take the boat out when we can. The weather is getting nicer and nicer. The seasons for sailing starts in May here. But this year it's very nice and we might be able to get out a lot sooner to do more stuff.
I'm not sure if they do have specific handicap spots, but I think they probably did.
For what?
Just like handicapped.
Like on our boat?
No.
Or just in general?
At the marina.
Oh, I don't know, actually.
I know the first marina we were at, there was a guy there that uses a scooter to get around.
I mean, all the ramps are not stairs, so I mean, it's fairly wheelchair accessible.
Yeah.
I will say though, they have like those stupid little ridges.
Oh yeah.
So like one wheel would constantly get caught, but I guess that would help you go slower. It would just be a pain to get up and down, but you can totally do it. Everything's like ramps around here, so nothing is really stairs. Port used to be called lowerboard. Why was it called that? Larboard. Is there a historical reason why it was called that? I did fiberglass for 15 years. Any question about it? I know a very little bit about fiberglass. I've done automotive stuff my whole life, so I know a little bit about working with fiberglass. I'm assuming since you've done it for 15 years, you know a ton about it. I can't think of any questions off the top of my head.
We do have to do some patchwork.
Yeah, we have to do some small patchwork. So what do you recommend? I know, like, probably sand the area, clean it really well, prep it, and then just kind of fill it. But, yeah.
It's kind of in a bad spot because it's in, like, a trough.
Yeah, and we gotta, make sure to keep it dry and stuff like that. Yeah, but what would you recommend for, like, little tiny... It's not like a hole in the boat. It's just like a little divot where something was dropped and it like cracked the fiberglass and it popped out kind of thing. So what would you recommend for that?
But we totally have to do our research, so that's cool too.
Yeah, it's always good hearing somebody that actually has done that for a living. Made it Portland.
Yeah. Port side, port side.
Port side, because that's where the gangplank was. It's always face the port. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Although nowadays that's not really true anymore. They should change the name of it now. It's got to be called something different.
Yeah.
How do I live your lifestyle is my dream. Any recommendations on how to make it a reality? So Holly and I did it.
So,
Is it about this question or something different?
sorry, what are you answering?
You go ahead for a second. Let me think about that.
Okay, well, there's a question over here and a question here, and it's like winter storms can be good. Oh, sorry, winter storms can be bad. Good thing you didn't go out, and that's totally it. So, somebody had asked why we haven't been out. We're not very experienced. We're just waiting the winter out, basically.
Yeah. Once it's like we have taken the boat out in the winter, but we just make sure that we know for a fact that it's going to be a really nice day.
Winter season is for experienced boaters. That's totally true. We seen some crazies out there the other day, and it was quite fun.
And it's handled. We do occasionally, yes. But sorry, how do you make that lifestyle a reality? Holly and I worked at the city of Calgary for a long time, so we were saving money, especially Holly. Holly's been saving for a long time. Not sure what specifically for, just in general, right? Just life. You were just saving your money.
Yeah.
We also, Holly had a truck that she bought. I had a car. We met eventually at the city of Calgary, and then eventually I lost my job there. They forced retired me. I don't know. They laid me off and tried to rehire me as a seasonal, and I said no. Holly lasted there another 8 months before she said it was terrible. Like, the management was awful. So we decided right then and there was to try something completely different. We had already bought a cargo trailer. It was mine, but we were trying to work together to build it into like an off-grid. So we were already working towards doing this. So we put a bunch of money into that. And because we weren't tied down to the current location in Calgary, we decided let's go do something brand new. Let's go buy a boat. So we started selling stuff. So the big thing was committing to doing it. Once you start selling certain things, like your car, it's hard to get around and do other stuff. So I think the biggest way to make stuff a reality is save up, make sure you have some money, kind of like look at boats, get a decent idea what kind of boat you want, where you can find the boats, and the budget for that. And then save up a little bit and just go for it. It's a little bit tricky. You could totally live on your boat while you are also working, though. So if you live closer to like a marina or something, you could totally buy a boat, live on it while you're fixing it up, getting it ready, and then eventually quit your job and go for it. It really depends, though. That's kind of a really hard, long question, but that's kind of the basics of it, I think. Why would you go there? Huh? Why would you go there? Terrible spot to go. We are hiring at my company. Need 2 people with a sailboat willing to... Oh, wow. We're on it. What location are we going to? It's all easy just when you add callus. It's basic how much time to drive. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. I missed all your stuff. Let me go see if you said anything else. Okay, when you get close to working. Thank you very much, Robert. I'm going to... Yeah, like I said, I've done a little bit before in my life, but obviously you've done it for a lot longer, so you actually know what you're doing.
Aw.
So that's good to know. But yeah, time to dry or kick off. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. We will definitely get a hold of you when we're getting close to actually doing it.
I hope we're hired for that company.
Yeah. Ding! Get a survey always. That is definitely... We didn't get one for this boat. So I agree, get a survey always until you don't. But I recommend, yeah, always get a survey. I don't think people should do it the way... We got a survey for the original boat we were looking at. Things happened, and we got this boat as is. Not really recommended, and 100% get a survey always. And thank you. Thank you. I like my hair as well. That's why I do it, obviously, but...
Do we have a music studio on this thing? It's like a Sony, or what is that?
What are we talking about?
Our music station, our
Oh,
studio.
We do not have like a music studio for recording music.
No, that's the studio.
We do have a VHF radio, which we could sing into, although people would probably be very upset with that. And then we do have a...
Is it Pioneer? No, it's not Pioneer.
I think it's Kenwood. A Kenwood deck for CDs and radio. What career path? So what we're trying to do, XRS, is we are trying to make videos online. I think that's one of the easiest ones to do. And by easy, it's not easy. By easy, it's just like the easiest to do because you can work from your boat. You can video stuff doing it. If you make it, you can make an okay amount of money so you can survive. The hard part is, while you're new like we are still, it's a 24/7 gig. 365 days a year. You have to work super hard all the time. Probably one of the hardest jobs I've ever done. Yeah. You're tired all the time, but it's awesome, I
Alan,
guess.
Alan, I totally speak a lot. I'm just trying to let Brian do his thing. He's doing a good job. I definitely talk a lot. Sometimes it doesn't make sense though. But what do you do?
And Holly was over here before doing her own thing, so I just kind of took on the role today. Once I get into the mode of just like talking and answering all the questions, I just go for it. But
No, that's all good.
I do need to like let Holly
No,
talk
no,
more,
it's
especially
fine
when
today.
people ask questions. Well, sorry. If you own, you can definitely do group trips. Our boat is, you could definitely do a group trip on this boat. Sorry, I feel like I missed something. You can definitely try as skipper. We don't have the license. That's the other thing. We would have to go get a skipper license. We'd have to get commercial insurance. So that would be really cool to do group trips and like hire people or like bring people aboard that would pay to like go places. We would just have to get a lot more licenses, insurance, and be more experienced. Basically, we're not experienced enough yet.
Yes, and Dragoborn, so you asked this question a long time ago. I was too busy contently smiling away. But we want to go around Vancouver Island. We're very excited to just go to Cape Scott, Desolation Sound, just learn how to do it. So then eventually we'll see where we're at and, where the world's at.
And handy, we do not know how to use a sextant. That would be something I'd love to learn how to do. Are we blue water certified? Not at all. Holly and I are private boat owners. We don't need any special license besides our PCL license. We both have it. We are learning what we're doing. We're not new, or not. We're not experienced. We're very much new at this. So we've never done a lot of this stuff. That's why we're taking it easy. We're not like hopping into the boat and going to sail in the middle of the Pacific in the winter sailing season here. We're making sure we do it right. We're taking our time. We are taking it slow, and we're not doing anything super crazy.
Karen Janet, thank you for the follow. I should do some liking actually.
We can't. Sorry, what? Scariest thing you've encountered at sea was probably just us dragging anchor,
Aww.
honestly. Roxy, what's going on?
Thank you so much, Roxy. How are ya?
I love you guys so much. I hope one day I get to meet you guys on the table. I mean, XRS. I don't know where you are in the world, of course.
I think they said before.
I feel like I missed it.
No, it was like a long time ago.
Oh, I see.
I think.
Oh, well, XRS, then if you already do the content creation side of things, you should be good there. I mean, the hardest part is honestly, yeah, showing your face. If you can get that, if you already do that, I guess start making videos of yourself. I'm sure you're fine at it. I feel like I'm terrible at it. I hate showing my own face. I hate the sound of my own voice. I feel like everybody does, though. You just gotta start doing it. Start doing like a live or something. Do a live every couple of days, or you can even do like a 5 or 10 minute live, and then just stop. And then the big thing is, people will come on and say terrible things about you, and you just have to realize that they are horrible people and don't actually mean anything.
You have to look at the notes on your hand that says "that's dumb."
Yeah. Oh,
Read
right.
it.
Yeah. Those people aren't.
And then you
helping
smile.
Steve-O, hair's already cut. Check it out. Already cut.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
But in reality, why would I cut my hair for you? I don't understand why I do that, but appreciate you. You kind of look like Ross Creations. I'm not sure who that is, but I hope they're cool. Your voice is cool, bro. Appreciate it. A radio voice. Yeah, I don't know. I always think my voice is kind of weird. And a lot of people have said I've had a weird voice and that it annoys people. I don't know. But if you like it, that's cool. I do appreciate it that people think what we're doing is cool and enjoy watching what we're doing. Cheers. Cheers to you as well. And sorry guys if I missed a few comments here and there. It's hard to jump back and forth and like read everything.
Andy, I would say that people who live on a sailboat are most likely not lazy. So if you're lazy and want to just chill, I don't know, that's hard to say. I would say...
Where was that one?
You passed it. Hold
Down
on.
here?
There.
Where is it, sorry? This one?
Right
no,
there.
this one. My friend's sailboat, but looking to get rid of... Oh.
What is life like on a boat?
Oh.
I would say you can't be lazy. Like, there's always something to do.
I thought someone was saying we...
No,
okay, yeah.
That's... I wanted to be...
Oh, I see. Yeah, if you like tinkering, a boat is perfect for you. So, also if you have any experience with like mechanical, I don't know, anything hands-on, you're gonna do really well. If you like tinkering and hands-on stuff, the boat is perfect for you. There's constantly something to do, even when there's like not the big chores. There's all kinds of little chores all the time.
Kitty is right here. She's just off screen. She has her raised platform bed. And thank you, Starflag, for the follow. Thank you very much. And thank you, everybody who's liking the stream right now. I see on the TikTok side of things, there's just hearts like zooming across the screen. So thank you very much for double tapping that. Do you have a car? No, but we have 2 street legal bikes.
Sorry, Alejandro Garcia. I am not American, so I could not vote for that person no matter what. I don't know why my voice has anything to do with it, and my hair, it's really funny too. I'm actually not going to say what my political, I don't have a political affiliation right now, just because I do not enjoy talking about politics. But you'd be probably very surprised where I grew up in the world and who I voted for anyway. But whatever, you can say whatever you want, it doesn't really bother me.
That's what I used to always say, Robert. I'm not lazy, but I value my energy.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're not going there, SBD. And yes, sorry, calm, separated. We are not planning on doing anything that's unsafe. That's why we're taking our time doing this. We're not like hopping into the boat and going right to the middle of the Pacific, like I said. We're not going to do anything with. We do have our license. We do have our PCL. We have everything legally required to have a license in Canada. We have not taken like sailboat specific courses. We've learned a lot online and from other people, however, and we plan to take it easy. We're not just going to like go for our big sail down to Mexico. Like our ultimate goal is to head down to Mexico and then from there the world. We plan to sail very locally, a couple hours a day here and there, practice a lot, and eventually branch out for a couple overnighters, and then weekends and week sails, and then eventually we'll head down to Mexico. We're not planning to sail down to Mexico in the middle of the Pacific at the worst possible time. We already know a lot about various things like watching out for weather and navigation. We are just learning the basics of how to actually operate the boat is kind of what we're doing that now.
You are not American. No, we are Canadians.
Yeah, don't even have it. So yeah, we're Canadian, but Canadians and Americans have very similar accents depending where you're from, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And no politics. They're boring. Fluent. I wouldn't go that far as fluent English.
Yeah, even though English is our first language, English is a hard language. We'll just say that.
I think so. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We have 2 electric heaters, a diesel heater, and a propane heater on our boat. And Greece would be an awesome place to sail to one day. Yeah, I mean, so a lot of people will say Canadians are Americans because you live in North America. The thing is, Americans, like the United States of America, everyone calls them Americans. That's what Americans refer to themselves as. We have nothing against Americans, but we like to differentiate ourselves as Canadians because we live in a different place, different country, and we are proud of what we are. So when people call us Americans, it's like calling an American, I don't know, English, like from England or whatever. Americans wouldn't want to be called that. They worked really hard. They had a whole war over becoming American. So calling people something that they don't want to be called is just, But again, we don't really care. Do people speak French? Not always. Are you talking about like in Canada? There's one province in Canada called Quebec. They are the most French. There's English speakers there as well, but they're the most French-speaking province in Canada. I don't know what the percentage of French speakers is. There are French speakers all over Canada as well, but that's like the most dominant French-speaking place. But yeah, so most people in Canada, the majority speak English.
And Pluto, we can't tell you that because we will be trying to escape the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It can be, TD, but some people don't like it. There's a lot of really nice French people, though. I have nothing against them.
That's odd.
Where are you at port now? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. What country did you register? We registered in Canada just because it was easier. When we bought it, it was just easier to do that. We registered it where we were living at the time, which is Alberta. Yeah, we're the cousins up north, exactly. Canada and America have been, I guess, politically, culturally, and like family tied for a long, long time. So I don't know. Occasionally, Canada and the U.S. have their little spats and arguments, politically and a bunch of other stuff. But for the most part, I personally actually have family down in the States, and I have friends as well, so.
Jessis, we're on the West Coast.
Jessis? Oh, wow. Have you sailed through rough seas? What's it like? We haven't sailed through anything that rough yet. We've had a couple, like, choppy days, but nothing crazy. Like I said, we're new to this. We try to make sure the days we go right now are very calm and safe. We make sure that the weather, there's a very low chance of anything crazy happening. We eventually will be sailing in rougher weather, but we want to make sure, we practice in good weather so we're ready for the rough weather.
Granville was very nice.
Yeah, Granville is awesome. Tell me, we do take quite a bit of pictures. We take a lot of videos too. So if you go watch our videos, we have quite a few like short videos. We are working hard to start making long form videos as well. But right now it's mostly short form videos. We do take pictures. We post a lot online. So if you guys want to see that, we do appreciate it. If you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe. We do really appreciate that.
I think school is not the teacher of life all the time.
Yeah, I mean, school is great. There are things you can learn at school, but there are a lot of things in life you can learn away from school just by like living life, I think.
Thank you, Susie, for the follow. Thank you, everybody who's double tapping the screen. Finally, on this side of things, I've seen hearts going across the screen, so thank you very much.
And nobody, I'm not sure what, I would say the majority of Canadians do not want that. Again, nothing against America. There are some Canadians that do and totally are into that. I just think the majority don't want that. We enjoy being like a separate country and doing our own thing. But I mean, again, everyone has their own opinion. So, and we don't like to talk about like politics on here very much. So that's as far as I go with that. I'm not sure.
There's too many differences between us already, though.
Well, I mean, even between provinces. Technically speaking, you could, every province, every state probably in North America, every state and province could all be their own country and have their own. So making it in an even larger country with even more differences would be, I feel like, really difficult to deal with.
Is our boat expensive? For us, I would say yes, but it was only 36,000 Canadian dollars. So no, I mean, we could have used another 40,000 on it probably.
Yeah. And I appreciate it. Calm, separated. Yeah, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
But
Enough with the superficial nonsense. What are you talking about, superficial? That's not superficial at all. That's real life stuff.
Yeah, but I am his lady.
Yeah, who's that
his
woman?
woman.
This is Holly. I'm Brian. We got a kitty cat named Cece just down at the end of the bed. You guys can't see her. If you guys, so burnt tortilla, if you really, really want to, and I'm going to stress this as if you really want to, in our profile, we do have a link for Buy Me a Coffee, which is kind of like Patreon or whatever else. That's probably the easiest. We also do have like e-transfer and stuff like that. I hate talking about this kind of stuff because I always get awkward, and there's always going to be somebody that pops in here and says, they're begging for money. I only ever bring this up when somebody else asks about it. We do want to do content creation. We are a very small channel currently, so we don't make a lot from content creation, but we are starting to a little bit. But yeah, like I said, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link, which you can send stuff if you want. We do have an e-transfer email you can send stuff to, and stuff like that. If you follow our links, you can totally check that out if you want, again. Sorry, there are taxes, but they are not, we don't have to pay property taxes. So the only taxes we pay, when we bought the boat, we had to pay taxes on, like, buying the boat. We had to pay taxes at the marina, so we pay, sales tax every month for the marina. So our cost is like $575, and a percentage of that is taxes that we have to pay. But yeah, they're just different. We do pay taxes just differently than when you do on land. Lauren, I am 38, Holly is 34. Trash! I agree. I don't know what we're talking about, but trash, I agree.
Definitely.
Nobody, yes, there is. Canada's a very culturally diverse country. There are people in Canada from all over the world, pretty much. So yeah, there's a lot of people from everywhere. My lawyer daughter still says I'm smarter than her. It makes me feel great. I mean, I think going to school doesn't necessarily make you a smart individual. So like Holly was talking about before, you can learn a lot at school and you can be like smart or have a lot of knowledge in a certain area, but it doesn't necessarily make you like a wise individual. I think life is what gives you wisdom, but you know.
It depends who you are also, so.
Yeah. Because I've met some people that have never gone to school and wouldn't be able to like do math, like really basic math, but they're probably some of the smartest people I know.
LA seemed nice when I visited it, but I don't know, it's the traffic there.
Where? LA? Yeah, LA traffic is crazy. There is a lot of places, so you're definitely welcome here. I don't know what it's like right now to immigrate to Canada. I feel like they recently like tightened it up and made it harder, but it's definitely still possible to do. Does your sailboat shakes caused by the ocean? I mean, sometimes when we get wind, it gets kind of shaky. Alaska or Northwest Territories? That'd be kind of cool. I've known a few people that moved up to the Northwest Territories. I don't know much about Alaska besides it's very close to the Northwest Territories and American, but I'm sure that's great too. We have never done a wheelie over whale. We could, but that would be terrifying. I think it would break the boat. Y'all teach me living my dream I've had my whole life. Oh, I appreciate it. I do really appreciate it. They say if you want to keep your friends, don't talk. Yeah, so I kind of agree with that. We don't like to talk about politics on here because of that very reason, especially on social media. I feel like it's one of the worst places ever to talk about politics, unless you're doing like a channel that's dedicated to the news and talking about politics. Because you're just kind of like reporting on it. But it's really weird in a live, especially because obviously we have the power here. We can mute, block you guys easily enough if we want to. So if anyone doesn't agree, we can just be like, no. So we can just ignore everybody else's opinions. And then you guys have a very limited amount of how much text you can type out, where we can just like ramble on for hours. So I feel like social media is not a good place, especially with live social media for politics. For hours, I could ramble for years. Cat food because sea cat badass. Yeah, we got a kitty cat. She's awesome.
Aw.
When learning how to control a boat, you steer also your business. They have similar strategies. I mean, I feel like sailing can teach you a lot about like life in general, to be honest. But you can say that about a lot of stuff.
Definitely.
Can I have a boat that's all black? 100%. There's actually one over here. That one's pretty much all black, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's an old wooden boat over here that's pretty much all black, and it's awesome. Especially not about politics, money, religion. Told not to talk about it. I don't mind talking about that with people, but I'm also a very easygoing person, and it doesn't bother me if someone disagrees with me. That's what I don't try to block people on here ever, even if they come on and start like hating and saying bad things. I will eventually because it just gets annoying for everyone else to listen to. But for the most part, if you have a different opinion and you don't like what we're doing, I don't think people should be blocked or muted because of that. Unless you get annoying and just constantly repeat that and they'll start bothering other people in the chat. But that's kind of our policy on that.
Nobody, we don't really listen to country music. I used to way back in '08, but Brian is not much a country fan either.
Holly was the country girl. I was born in the country, but that's why I don't like country music.
You would maybe listen to like a song, very rare.
I like folk music, so that's kind of country-esque. Maybe it's like the better kind of version of country music. I have no idea. We have never sailed around the UK, but we'd love to go one day. Also, Norway would be awesome to visit. You look like a Viking with that hair, by the way. Well, appreciate it. I got the shaved sides as well. Boom. Life on the water clear. I agree. It's very nice on the water. Trina, what's going on? I feel like I saw you here already, but I just noticed you again, so I wanted to say hi. Superman, normally we stay docked currently. We will eventually be going out a lot more. We, like we've said quite a few times, it is winter sailing season. May to October is kind of like the summer when you should be on the water. If you're experienced, you can extend that. We have seen people sail around here, but they're also usually quite a bit more experienced. The weather has been getting better, so we do plan to get out before May, but we are definitely new to this and we'll be taking it easy. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. It's not a green screen, but if you want to believe that, I guess you can believe whatever you want. There is actually, so, I mean, I guess we got a double green screen because this is not a picture. It's actually a live outdoor footage of our boat currently at the dock.
Green screen.
Green screen. Norway, Iceland, those are beautiful. Yeah, so we're in Canada. We would very much like to visit Norway, Iceland. We're on the wrong side. We'd have to go through the Arctic or down through the Panama Canal or something like that. We really want to go to the warm areas first, but one day we would love to visit Norway, Iceland, Sweden, any of the Scandinavian countries. The UK would be really cool too.
We do pay for the spot. It's $575 Canadian. 575 Canadian dollars.
How far into open ocean are you legally allowed to go? You can go anywhere. There's nothing really stopping anyone from going into the very middle of the Pacific Ocean.
It's just how prepared are you, or how experienced, and
yeah,
a lot of other things.
Whether or not you're going to be safe or not is a whole another situation.
Lunar Lavender, I love the name. Yes, we do. We are there right now.
We're alive there currently. And currently we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And Dylan, this is what we're doing right now. We're making content for people to watch. And Snuff, thank you for the follow. And we do. We would love to travel to Australia as well. So I think our current plan, which is a very loose plan, this thing can change very quickly. Jake, you cannot have the boat.
You can have a boat, but not this one.
Yeah, this boat is ours. Our loose plan is sail around here in the summer, mid to late summer, possibly. As long as we're feeling comfortable and our boat's ready, we'll sail down the coast to Mexico. We'd sail around Mexico for a little bit, and then possibly head across either further south into Central America or South America. and then maybe a crossover to you know, the Pacific Islands, Australia, Philippines, New Zealand, stuff like that. But we'll see.
Nobody, I think that's the scary part. So how do you park the boat? Because it's a very tight space. Yes, very. You know that everybody on their boat is watching you park the boat. So
That's the
there's
scariest
that.
part. Yeah.
It's as long as the waters are calm. Like here, it's very protected, so it's pretty slow. You can just kind of like putt in very slow. So that's we haven't really done it in rough waters, I
Yeah,
guess.
and every time we've gone, like Holly said, extremely slow.
Yeah.
And then we're ready. So it's
But-
it's nice to have two people.
Yeah, the other thing is somebody can be on deck, kind of just like making sure they're not hitting another boat or the dock or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have your bumpers up too. So
Yeah, we always throw one bumper on the other side so that if we do drift over into the other boat, at least we're not like hitting their boat like head on.
we'll protect us from the boat before the dock.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If we damage our own boat, that's one thing. If we damage somebody else's, we
Yeah.
would never like forgive ourselves. So that would be the big one. And then, guys, thank you very much for subscribing. I see a bunch of people said they subscribed. Really do appreciate it. We just got over 1,000 subs, so we're cool. We're growing there, and then we're at how many followers we at? 7,987. So we're very close to the
Ooh.
8,000 mark. We're getting kind of close to the 10,000.
This stretch between 5,000 and 10,000 has been
Really slow.
very tough. So thank you everybody who has followed, like Sean. Thank you for double tapping the screen. It sends out the stream, so thank you for doing that. It really helps us out. the
And
most.
Anvil Moon, where do you live right now? But yeah, Vancouver is a very beautiful area. We're on Vancouver Island, so we're just across the water from it. But yeah,
Aw.
Vancouver Island, very beautiful. What do you do to wash your hair? So recently I've been like not washing my hair quite as much, honestly, because we live on the boat and it's like a little bit harder to wash and stuff. We do have access to a shower on our boat. We actually have two. We have one in the bathroom, one outside on the deck. And because we're at the marina, our marina does have showers and bathrooms as well. So we do still shower and like clean ourselves up all the time. But I don't wash my hair quite as often. So right now,
We need to wash our hair.
yeah, my hair is actually kind of greasy right now, a little bit. But yeah, usually I shampoo it like once every couple days, and then I throw in whatever Holly has for conditioner.
Oh wow.
So I steal hers.
It was winters, but I think we have to move away from winters and get just regular conditioner.
That's cool, Anvil Moon. That's a nice
Aw.
area too, honestly.
Kalma, so when we were doing our survey on the last boat, I'll try not to throw anybody under the bus. So he had a long day. He was up very early. They sailed, they motored. Sorry, they didn't even sail because there's no wind. So they motored all the way, like a 6-hour drive, probably. 6-hour sail.
Oh, it was a long one, yeah.
And then, anyways, we hung out at that marina. We did our survey. And then he sailed it back because we had to pay him to do that. And when we got back, our spot was taken by this big boat. And he went in anyways. We did like a 5-point turn, bounced off a couple boats, and it was scary. It was, it was an event.
It was, and people were like swearing. Everyone was really upset. Everything turned out to be okay, but Holly and I were just mortified because it wasn't even our boat yet. Yeah, it was a situation. Have you been? So Holly was actually born on the other side. She was born in Ontario. It is very happy. I do agree. KLX, thank you very much. KLX audio. I like sounds. So yes, I have been to the other side of Canada, but not to like the coast. I've been as far as Moncton, New Brunswick. Holly was born in Ontario. I don't think you went to the coast though over there. Yeah.
Okay.
How many rooms? We have technically 3, I guess. You can pretty much see everything in the video. We have, here, let me make this a bit smaller. I'll move it off for a second. So you can see that room kind of right behind me. That's like a bedroom. It's a little bit of a short roof, but you can totally sleep in there, and you can sit up in bed if you need to. There's a front bedroom. It's a V-berth, so it's a very V-shaped room. And then there's this main room. So in the main room, there's kind of like the kitchen, living room area, and then there's the like dining room, I guess, or whatever. So I guess 3 main rooms, and then I guess a bathroom as well. So, but yeah, bedroom, main room, and then bathroom. I guess that's kind of how many rooms we got. Meg, sailing is easy to learn. It's hard to master. I think that's the easiest way to put it. We learned all we know just from watching videos online and like messing around with it. I think to master sailing and be really, really good at it, especially in like dangerous, stormy situations, is definitely like something you have to like do a long time before you're good at. Which is why when people ask why we're not actually sailing yet, it's because we bought the boat at the beginning of winter. It's a bad time of year for like new sailors to learn. We either have no wind or all the wind. It'll be like a beautiful day with very mild, perfect wind, and all of a sudden like 50 knots of wind just come out of nowhere, which can be extremely dangerous to people that do not know what they're doing, which is why we are taking it easy and working our way up to it. Newfoundland would be an awesome place to visit, Tom Nook. Never been myself. I did a report when I was in like high school. I've always wanted to go. Nova Scotia, it's almost all coast. If you think about it, that's very true. Annapolis Royal is one of the most beautiful places I've been here. I've never, so the furthest I've been, like I said, is Moncton, New Brunswick. I would love to visit Nova Scotia. I had a friend, when we worked at the city of Calgary, there was a guy that was born in Nova Scotia, and he always talked about it. He said he was going to retire, and once he retired, he's going back there. He loved it there. And hello, Wolfie. How's it going? It's very cozy. TS420, I bet you can figure that out for yourself. It's not that hard. But, you know, it depends on the size of the boat. We haven't got seasick yet, no. Not saying we won't, but we haven't yet.
I would say yes, mooring is expensive, but not compared to some places like San Diego. So it definitely adds up for sure. It's 575 Canadian dollars for us at this point in time. But other places are, like I said, twice as much, 3 times as much.
It also depends what you mean by mooring, because right now we're at the marina at the dock.
Yeah.
And I guess technically there's like mooring balls.
Yeah, some people pay like $60 a day for the mooring balls.
Yeah, it depends where you are.
So.
And the size of your boat and a lot of different things. So it really depends. Where do you want to go when we sail? So our plan is to sail around BC for the first little bit to make sure we're good, make sure our boat is good. We've already taken our boat out a couple times and found some problems with it we had to fix. So we'll make sure our boat is good before we go any long distance trips, and then eventually we plan to head south to Mexico, and then from there that would be the decision. We'd sail around Mexico. We want to go to the Baja Peninsula, and we'd figure out if we want to head further south into Central America and to South America, or if we start crossing the Pacific and go to Pacific Islands, Fiji, whatever, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines. Who knows? It really depends.
I would say no, Wolfie, you can't stay indefinitely. I mean, like, if you're causing a ruckus, they probably don't want you here. I mean, as long as you're paying generally 3 months in advance, they will be okay with pretty much anything, though.
Yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of boats, like they always say, the whole running joke is the hardest thing to do owning a boat is leave the dock. So it turns out most people buy boats and then they never really leave the dock. They'll like use it as their weekend home, their cottage, and they might take it out like once or twice a year. But most people just like buy a marina, or like not even buy, they rent the marina forever. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. And I think a lot of people see a lot of our videos and realize we're not out there sailing yet. And they kind of give us a hard time for that. But they don't really realize that depending on the country you live in and where you're at, we bought the boat October 24th, which is like the very beginning of winter here. It's storm sailing season and very dangerous. We got to be careful, which is why we're not just out there sailing randomly right now. Like we said, we're very new to this. So that's the whole spiel. How much is it to park your boat at the dock? It is $575 a month to park where we currently are. They also charge by the foot. So if you have a bigger boat, they'd charge you more. They have like certain size slips for different boats. So you wouldn't be able to park in the same spot if you like sold your current boat and got a bigger one. You might not be able to park in the same area because they might need to put you in a larger spot. But yeah, they charge by the foot. I think it's between like $13 and $14 where we're at. Some places cost as much as like $24 or even like $50 a foot.
Is it okay if I abandon you? It looks so nice outside. Do you want me to answer on this side of things?
If you want to, like, you can type in chat or something. Everybody, Holly's gonna go for a break, I guess. She's abandoning me here by myself.
Too bad.
Don't forget to double tap the screen, give me some likes. Yeah. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. It really does help us out. She will be on the chat.
Maybe.
Occasionally popping in. So if you guys have questions and you see Holly answer, that's probably, yeah, she'll be helping out a little bit doing that. She just wants to get out in the sun.
On the fun side, that's where I'll be.
Holly loves the sun and she's struggling with the winter here right now. Be so fun to live on a boat, but I'm here in West Aussie. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where we are, it's very safe. There is crimes, of course. There's always going to be crime, no matter where you are in the world, but I'm sorry about that. We would love to visit Australia one day, so that is definitely a goal. We'll eventually head that way. I guess we'll stay away from that area, though. We don't want to get stuck in a crime-ridden area either. But Australia, Lewin, I also agree. Australia would be a very cool place to visit. We want to go to a warmer spot. We're in Canada. It's pretty chilly. We got 15 degrees Celsius today, which is the warmest it's been since last year.
Which is like 60 Fahrenheit or something.
Yeah, something like 60. The cat does okay on the outside of the boat, yeah. So we do have videos where she goes outside. We don't really let her off the boat unless, like she has hopped off the boat onto the dock. I usually go grab her and tell her she's not supposed to do that. I don't want her to like jump on the dock and then run into someone else's boat and then I have to like board somebody else's boat to get my cat off. So, when she does that, we tell her not to, and she's usually really good. She likes running around the boat a lot, and she has been really good on it so far. That's very true. Yeah, everywhere in the world there's that kind of stuff. There's always going to be some good people, some bad people, and I think the best thing is just to like make sure, find more good people than bad people in the world. That's the hard part, I guess. But there's lots of that in Canada as well. We're on Vancouver Island too, Noah. So we're on the southeast kind of part of Vancouver Island. I don't want to say the exact location because there are people that are weird on the internet and they'll try to like find us randomly. We don't want that. If you ever do see us in person though, that's completely allowed. I don't mind if you guys come up and say hi. We are very shy, so if you meet us in person, we might be like, hello, and then we'll be super awkward and weird, and you'll be like, okay, I'm leaving, these guys are strange.
But you gotta say your TikTok name.
Yeah, make sure you tell us what your actual online name is, because we've had a few people like walk up to us and be like, hey, my name's Corey, and I'm like, I don't know no Corey, but then they, once I found out who they were online, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We're very friendly people, we're just awkward and not very good about talking to people in real life, I guess. Is that willpower and all stuff? Sorry, what are you talking about, Rick? I feel like I missed something. Our boat, sorry, I already answered that. I don't know what the weather is like on that side, but this side, week is warm and weather and rain. So yeah, we've had a lot of rain today. You can see Holly, she's outside right now.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Holly, you're on camera. Today was actually really nice. It was actually 15 degrees Celsius, which is the warmest we've been since like last fall or whatever, like in 2025. Cardo, I would like to say you could travel with us, but the reality of the situation is our boat's not very big. Our boat is 35.5 feet long. It's big enough for 2 people, but I think a third, or we could bring 2 more people on the boat for short trips, but we would not be able to do like long distance cruising. It would just be way too much to bump into people, especially people you don't really know very well. Oh, sorry, Rick, our boat was 36,000 Canadian or 27,000 US dollars. Which is way, way, way cheaper than any house we could possibly buy in this area. So where we are currently located with our boat, the cheapest condo I found was $310,000, which is honestly not bad for BC. BC has some very expensive places, but that's for a basic condo. If you want to have a house, you're talking like $500 to $1 million. So our boat was 36,000. It's like 10 times cheaper, pretty much. Not quite, almost 10 times cheaper than any house. We do pay $575 a month for the current marina. So, I mean, if you factor that in, it'd probably take like 2 years to catch up on a lot of like places for rent. But, yeah. Yeah, I definitely get social anxiety. You guys can see on live even, I move a lot. I wiggle my toes. You guys can't really see that. But I like move my hands. I like brush my hair. I get, just talking to people in general. I like doing it. Once I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about, I like doing it. I don't know what to do with my hands, you know? Whereabouts in Canada are you? Oh, I already answered that. Never had a motorhome, but we were building an off-grid cargo trailer. Holly's just marching around out there. But we did like camping. So Holly and I lived in Calgary, Alberta. We like to go off-grid camping. What's up?
You forgot to remind me about the camera outside.
I can't believe that. Oh, Holly's getting crow food.
No.
But so we did like camping. The only reason we did this, it was something completely new, a completely new learning curve, a new adventure, which is why we are going for this. But I think living in an RV, living in a van life, all that kind of stuff is a very cool way to live. And we actually thought about doing that. We just ended up going this path, and that's kind of how it's going. Chriso, thank you very much for the pop. Appreciate it. Bears live in the ocean. Bears do. Polar bears especially. It depends where you are. But yeah, bears swim pretty well. Bears are surprisingly good swimmers. I took a ride on a 12 US 22 Intrepid 1967 1970 winner of the America's Cup. We were sideways. Some of the crazy, really fast sailboats kind of look terrifying to be on. Honestly, I agree with that. They're always kind of sideways. When staying a long time on a boat, is that for real? Could get seasick when staying a long time on a boat. Is that real? You're talking about like we get seasick getting back on land? because that I would say is kind of real, yes. So like I've said, Holly and I have only been on the boat for 4 months. We're in very calm. You can see the outside of the boat right now. The top picture above me right there is actually live outdoor footage. We're in a very calm marina, so we don't get a lot of rocking and waves. But I will say that when you've been on the boat like all night or the next day for like a couple of days and you get off onto the shore and walk around, you do feel a little bit weird. So I can imagine if you've spent a lot of time or did like a really big crossing where you're constantly on the waves, you would definitely feel a bit strange for a bit. Danny, this is how we're making money right now. We do content creation. We make videos. We do these lives, and we're working towards that. For a long time, Holly and I worked for the city of Calgary. We saved up a long time. We sold all of our land stuff to buy the boat, and the boat is honestly fairly cheap compared to like any house or anything. I actually personally owned a townhouse a long time ago. Not when I say I owned, I mean the bank owned it. I paid the mortgage on it. That's what I'll say. That is cheap. Housing here is insane too. I think we second behind BC. Whereabouts are you? I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Calcig. Whereabouts are you that you say that? Because Holly and I came from Calgary, Alberta, which is pretty expensive too, but like Ontario and BC are definitely way more expensive for housing prices. Never been to the Bahamas yet. We would love to sail that way one day, though. I wish one time I'll do that with my girlfriend as well. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate it. Alex, I guess is what your name is. That's cool. It's very cool to do. We're enjoying it. There is a lot of work to do on the boat. We don't have unlimited funds. Holly and I are not rich people, so we had to very much budget for this. We bought the boat we could afford, not the boat that we'd love. Obviously, everybody has like the dream boat they'd love to have. We bought a boat that needed a little bit of work stuff, so I think a lot of people can relate to that, which is why I think what we're doing a lot of people seem to like, so that's cool. Wolfie, we do have a toilet, so you guys can't see. Actually, I can move this. There's the toilet. Right now there's a heater on top of it, but yeah, that's the bathroom. It has a sink and it has a shower just kind of like right there. I'll leave the camera so you guys can kind of see that. But yeah, we do have a toilet on board. We also have the ability to go to the marina. So the camera in the top left of the screen right now, that's live outdoor footage of where we right now are at. We can hop onto that dock. We can walk up to the marina's bathrooms. They have bathroom showers, so we can use all their stuff so we don't have to use the boats and like wear out the boat stuff, fill up the boat, black water tank and all that kind of stuff. Kenny, we don't have a mortgage on our boat, no. It is legal though. You can totally get, I don't know if they call it a mortgage. It's basically like buying an RV, you know. If you buy an RV, you can sometimes get like a 10 to 20 year payment plan for a boat. I think if it's over 20 years old, it's really, really hard to get that. In the US, it's a lot easier than in Canada. But yeah, we bought the boat. Our boat was $36,000. We bought it outright. We did not get a loan on it. So we own the boat. We do pay $575 a month for the marina currently. And Caleb, this is currently what we're doing for money. Hello, Newcastle, Australia. How are you guys doing today? You live on the boat 100% of the time. Shannon, yes, we do. So Holly and I have been on this boat for 4 months. We are very new to this. We're not like people that have lived on the boat for a million years yet. But we sold everything. We moved on the boat and we've been on here for 4 months now. Arrgh, matey. Get a Jolly Roger flag. I used to have one, but I got rid of it when we moved onto the boat. I want to make a custom one because we have a kitty cat. I don't know if you guys can see her. All right. There's the kitty. I always thought it would be kind of funny to have a Jolly Roger that implements like a kitty cat, like a cartoon kitty cat skeleton. I think that'd be kind of fun. So on sailboat, I always see forward backwards and the wind is blowing sideways into them, but they are moving forward. How does that work? You have to watch a video on that. I would be a very bad person to explain how the physics of sailing works. It is actually very interesting, but it's basically because of the keel and the way the sails are angled and stuff. It kind of works like an airplane a little bit. Fluid dynamics, yeah, I don't know. You'd have to go. There's a lot of videos online you can watch that show you exactly how that kind of stuff works. Yeah, we got the sea cat. She's awesome. Does it test your relationship? You're in close proximity. Who's here right now? Who's pinning comments, by the way? I appreciate it. Is that you, Trina? Holly and I have been in close proximity for a long, long time anyway. So even before Holly and I bought the boat, we worked for the city of Calgary, and we worked in a small pickup truck like every single day for 9.5 hours every single day. And then after that, we'd go home together. And then on the weekend, we'd go ride our dirt bikes and live in a rooftop tent for the weekend. So Holly and I have always been in close quarters, and we've never really had a problem. Of course, we're not perfect. We do argue. Usually somebody's hungry or somebody hasn't got a proper sleep. It's not really a big deal. We are obviously adults and we can we can take being, somebody snaps at the other person because they're hungry or tired. You swallow your pride, you deal with it, and then you move forward. I guess that's how we do that. Yes, Trina. Thank you very much for doing that, Trina. Sailing Zatara. We have watched Sailing Zatara. That's a pretty cool channel. We do watch quite a few different channels. Yeah, really good to get along. Yeah, Holly and I have worked together for a long time, which did help out with that kind of stuff. We work really well together as well, which also helped. Jamaica would be an awesome place to go. Sorry? Why am I lying to them? No? About what? Holly says I'm lying to you guys. I'm not sure what we're talking about right now. Open that roof, Holly. Tell me what I'm lying about. I feel like I missed something. I got my licensed new boats, looking to get 3-horse Merc for river bombing. That would be awesome. And small lakes. How does the Blackwater work? Marinas pump it? I'm not sure where exactly you are, Andon. So where we are in the world in BC, there's a lot of pump out stations. Yeah, so they will pump out the Blackwater tank into their holding tanks, and I'm sure they just get it pumped out, or it has like piping that goes to shore. Some of them cost money though. So right now where we are, there's a free one. I've seen just by looking online, there's a few that are $25, a few that are 10. In Vancouver specifically, they actually have boats that'll come right to your boat to pump it out for you for free. They were probably having a problem where people were just like dumping their black water overboard, and they thought it's obviously disgusting. So they really wanted to make sure people were getting it pumped out. P-Free, I can see your comment. Did I miss another one of yours? Sorry guys, Holly. Oh, there we go. Holly's up on deck right now. That's where she is. I do apologize. Right now, Holly's on deck. She's trying to enjoy the last of the sunlight before it goes away. So, I'm trying to like do all the comments, which is a little bit difficult for me. I am doing it, but if I miss comments, I do apologize. Good job. No toilet to look at. There's the toilet. I don't know why you keep saying that. I'm not sure why you're so worried about the toilet. It's very clean. We clean our boat. But, where are you at? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. It's more genius than Tesla. Called tacking. Sorry, what are we talking about? I feel like I missed a bunch. Sorry, guys, I'm back and forth between a bunch of comments here. Nova Scotia. Oh, houses here. I think are like close to $1 million. Yeah. I get that. Unfortunately, the way Canada has very expensive housing right now. Content creation is starting to help us a little bit. We are not at the point yet where we're breaking even. So currently we have savings that we saved up for a long time. We sold all of our stuff. We're living on our savings while slowly, hopefully starting to generate some income making content. We're not at the point where the content is supporting anything really. Like it does help us like buy groceries occasionally, but it's not like it supports all the other stuff we have in life. But we're getting to the point where maybe we are. Pretty much also everything we make online we just dump into this. Obviously it's kind of our life now, so that's kind of how that works anyway. But so anything we make with content creation money goes into like buying more parts or more stuff to make videos for you guys. That's kind of what we're doing. So the most challenging place we have sailed is right where we are. We're on Vancouver Island. We've not really gone anywhere else. We will eventually sail further, but right now we are on BC, Vancouver Island, and we will be doing that for the foreseeable future. Mid to end of summer, we would like to head south to Mexico, and we'll see from there where the most challenging place is. Max, thank you very much for the heart me. Everyone should live on a boat. There we go. There's Holly answering some stuff. I got to sail from Puerto Rico to New Orleans twice as a kid. I bet that is an amazing life. So you've already sailed way more than we have. It is an amazing life. We can't wait to actually do more big sails. But so far, we've only done a couple day sails and overnighters. We will eventually be sailing a lot further, of course. Gaelic and roots, I think, pronounced like kale. Okay, so also I use, it's sort of, I think, pronounced like kale. So that's what your name is. It's Kale-sig? That's very cool. I think that's an awesome name. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing still. You can correct me. I will do my best to try to get it better. Head cheese, we do have to pay rent. We pay $575 a month for the current spot where we park the boat. In the summertime when we're not at the marina, we don't have to pay for that. Do you have any crafting to sell along the way? We don't have any yet, but that is something we thought about doing. Holly is very good at art. She will argue that and say that she's not very good, but she's not here right now. She's on deck and she can only hear me. She can't say anything. She is very good at art, and I don't think she would feel like she's good enough to sell it. We'll have to see. So far, we spent most of our time like fixing our boat, working on our boat, making videos. So I guess right now our crafting is mostly like making videos for you guys to watch. There it is. Okay, I think it's reconnecting. Holy, that was really bad. We lost everybody. Hello, is anybody there? Test, test. Well, that's super frustrating. Hello, fluffy kitties. Sorry, guys. For some reason, the stream is choppy. I don't know what happened. We have Starlink internet, and sometimes it just completely cuts out. That was really unfortunate because we had quite a few people in here, and it was going really well, and then it just completely died. Oh my goodness, we already are having more problems. We might not be able to do something. We might have to end it today, guys. I'm not sure yet. 1 second, Holly. Yeah. Everybody hold. Let me check stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem right now. It might just...